Hi everyone. I really like this background. Anyways, I did go to my housing appointment today, and it wasn't too eventful. But the girl took my information, which I thought she already had, and she said that on Thursday morning she will be helping me fill out applications. She spoke to her supervisor, and he's going to look into places, apartments that I can apply to, um, low income apartments, because they know my situation. I've been homeless since March. Um, so I'm really hoping that I can get into an apartment soon, because last night was incredibly scary, and it's not going to get warmer, it's going to get colder. Um, so yeah, and I just like this time around that I'm homeless, like on the street, like I have less and less money. The time in the spring I had more money, I could sit at a coffee shop with my computer in the evening when the libraries were closed to kill time. Now I don't have that option. Now I'm constantly running low on gas. I have to be very careful where I drive to. This time around, I'm needing to get a jump start every day. The cables that I bought worked a few times. Then the last few times they weren't working. It's very scary. I'm always hungry now. I never have enough food. Um, you know, uh, yeah, I'm always running low on food and gas, and I've been, I haven't had a bed to sleep in more than 2 weeks. It's going on 3 weeks, and that's very inhumane, very scary, very draining. Um, I'm just glad that I'm more prepared this time, and that I'm being as strong as possible, and that I'm recording my traffic videos. The fact that things are so bad lately makes me, want to record more. And even if I'm not able to drive, even if I'm on a parking plaza, I'll just pull out my camera and start recording the cars that are driving by. I'll do that to protect myself. But as I said in the earlier videos, um, you know, I don't want to die. I'm too young to die. I'm going through some hard times right now, but I have had, you know, good memories in my life, good times, things that I'm thankful for. This is the worst time in my life. I want to get through it. I want to move on. I'm in my 30s. I shouldn't be someone who would, freeze to death in their car. It just, I don't deserve any of this. Um, the agency that I've been working with has helped me. And there's a different girl. She, gave me my resume back with her suggestions, and I updated my resume on LinkedIn, and I have a copy of the resume, the updated resume on my computer. Um, I did apply to a job, but that was only on Friday. Today's Monday, so I'm not gonna try to freak out yet. But I really just need to go back to work full time in my field in order to support myself, in order to get out of this nightmare. Um, if I was able to do that, I would buy a new car battery. If I had more money, I'd buy the box jumper and stuff, and hope that it wasn't tampered with. I'm not. Anything could happen. Anything can happen when you're homeless. Um, I found like my medication bottle with big holes on it, and I'm like, what the hell? I didn't do that. Who the hell knows? I'm still taking my medication, because I put in a pill planner. Um, but it's just crazy. My wipers don't work. My wipers have always worked, but because of my financial issues, I can't do anything. Before it was my tires getting slashed, my license plate being removed. Um, the white supremacists, the dangerous racists out there, they're mad that I have a car because I've always had a security camera on my dashboard. And for the past 3 months, I've been recording traffic videos for my safety, and, they're trying to prevent me from driving to the point where it could cost me my life, where I could freeze to death if I'm sitting in my car at night and it doesn't turn on, and if it's so late at night where I couldn't find somebody to jumpstart my car, I have to find a roof over my head because, it's September, but what about October? It's too cold, this is inhumane. I never deserved any of this. It's very, very cruel and inhumane and very scary. I'm always going to try to be strong and fight as much as I can and try to survive this horrendous, horrendous nightmare. I'll talk to you guys soon.